Imperative to get Rojas. Ohtani is the on-deck hitter, and you want him up where the worst-case scenario is he ties the game.
Yeah, you don't want Ohtani being the go-ahead run. You have to get Miguel Rojas here.
You do not mind giving up a hit right here, but it cannot be a ball 4, and then Ohtani comes to the plate.
Payoff. Drilled to left field and deep, and gone! No way! Miguel Rojas!
It's gone, and Game 7 is tied. Miguel Rojas off the bench in Game 6, on the board in Game 7.
Dave Roberts played his gut. The guy hadn't had a hit in a month. And in the 9th inning of Game 7, he's hit a tying home run. The most unlikely source has changed Game 7. It's tied at 4. Rojas has given the Dodgers life. Andy Pages replaces Tommy Edman. Getting the stronger arms out there. Room for air gone for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Bases loaded, 1 away. Varsho. Roller to second. Rojas comes home in time. And it's Miguel Rojas who ties it in the top of the 9th. Saves it in the bottom of the 9th. 2 out.
There was a brief stumble from Rojas at second base, but he recovered, planted, and threw home, and Kiner-Falefa is deemed out.
Ernie Clement has collected more hits in this postseason than any hitter in any postseason. If he can get one more, his name will live forever. Fly ball to left field. Hernandez on the run with Pages over his head. Pages runs him over, makes the catch, sends Game 7 to the 10th.
Oh my gosh, we're going to extra innings. A Yamamoto miracle in the 9th.
Well, they put Pages in there for his throwing arm, the defense, because Kike Hernandez was playing shallow. He was going to have no chance to go back and get that ball. And the Dodgers, with bases loaded and 1 out, come up with 2 sparkling plays to take it to the 10th in Game 7.
What are the chances? Both teams bases loaded, 1 out, and neither scored.
2 quick outs for Bieber on 3 pitches.
Smith is 1 out of 5. Doubled and scored the first Dodger run. Smith hits a high fly ball to deep left field. It's got a chance. It is gone. It's Will Smith in Game 7. And in the 11th inning of Game 7, the Dodgers lead for the first time.
Smith lets it fly and breaks the tie in Game 7 as number 16 stays clutch.
What a I just got done saying that somebody's going to be remembered. It could be Will Smith.
Second home run of the postseason. He won Game 2 with a home run against Kevin Gausman. And if the Dodgers can get 3 more outs, they'll have won Game 7. Yoshinobu Yamamoto tries to go the final 2+ innings and make Will Smith's home runs stand up.
And Alejandro Kirk coming up to the plate.
And they will play back for the double play ball just based on his speed.
2 hits in the game for Kirk. Tying run on third in Vladdy. Winning run on first in Barger.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle. Bats to the bag. Over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles.
From backs against the wall to back-to-back, the Dodgers cement their dynasty. The Dodgers become the first team in Major League Baseball in 25 years to repeat as World Series champions.
And Pujols, who has gone hitless since that 3-homer game in Game 3, 0 for 4 tonight, stands in. That's a base hit into left center field, and it will scoot all the way to the wall. And if that is his last at bat as a Cardinal, it's a Game 6 double. But most importantly, it brings in the tying run. The Cardinals have the guy who has swung the bat the best in their lineup standing in. will put the tying run on. And it comes down to the hometown kid, David Freese. Into right, well hit. Back at the wall. It's off the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Berkman. Freese has tied it. 7-7.
The Rangers, even in their no doubles defense, allows Freese to hit a double. We set great power the other way, hit too hard, driving in 2 to tie.
Into right field again. Cruz is there, and we are going to extra innings. Ron Washington has decided to go to the veteran left-hander Darren Oliver. Descalso is on to start the inning. 0-1. Little fly ball into left. That ball is going to drop for a hit. And it's 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 10th.
How about this? Talking to Jose Oquendo, the third base coach, and he's got to be bunting in this situation.
This one is in the air. It gets over the head of Beltre and out at first as the bad bunt by Loesch works out as he gets it over the head of Beltre. Second and third, 1 out. And that's going to be it for Darren Oliver. And Feldman, who's been so good this postseason for the Rangers, will come in. Theriot is coming up with Pujols on deck. What a night of baseball here in St. Louis, Game 6. Left side, coming to the plate, Descalso. Out at first is Theriot. It's a 9-8 game with Pujols coming up. Berkman batting in the number 4 spot tonight behind Albert Pujols. And the Texas native, Lance Berkman, will walk to the plate. In the air to right center. This game is tied. Going to third is Pujols, and it's 9-9. Left side. Beltre gathers it, throws it, and we are going to the 11th. And the pitcher now will have to bat in Cruz's spot, the number 6 position.
This is already a classic.
Mark Lowe into the game. Ball 1 up and in. To David Freese, who with 2 outs and 2 strikes tied this game in the 9th with a 2-run triple into right. Freese hits it in the air to center. We will see you tomorrow night.
Trying to rally, win Game 7, win this World Series against one of the best postseason relievers ever. Last chance for the Diamondbacks, down 2-1. Mark Grace first up against Mariano Rivera, who struck out the side in the 8th. Into center field, a good start for Arizona. Grace with his 3rd hit. David DeLucci runs for Grace. Now they have Miller up to bunt. The bunt by Miller. Throw to second. Into center field. DeLucci will stay, and it's 2 on with nobody out.
This ball backs up on Derek Jeter, and his left knee appears to be tangled in the legs of DeLucci. Trying to stretch out for the tag play.
And a well-placed extra base hit away from winning it as Jay Bell now will walk to the plate.
Jay Bell led the National League in bunts in 1990 with 39 sacrifices.
2 on, nobody out, and the bunt to Rivera. Throws to third, out. No other play, and it's 1st and 2nd, 1 away. It'll be Tony Womack at the plate, 1st and 2nd, 1 out. And Womack into right field, a hit. Here comes Cummings. It's tied. Going to third is Bell.
Tony Womack delivers. It's 2-2. Now it's Craig Counsell with the infield in. Hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded.
The reason that Rivera did not put Counsell on was because on deck was the best Diamondback hitter in Luis Gonzalez, their most valuable player. And here he is with a chance to win the World Series for the Diamondbacks.
Floater, center field. The Diamondbacks are world champions. In only their 4th year as a franchise, the Arizona Diamondbacks were the fastest expansion team to get to the World Series. They're the fastest to win it.
Take us through your final at-bat.
I was just trying to choke up. I knew he was going to come in. This is a dream come true. You dream about this situation as a little kid. And just to get up there and put the ball in play and get the winning run in, we can't believe it. This team will not give up.
For all the people who have waited since 1948 for the Indians to be world champions. Meanwhile, Jim Leyland has waited through 34 seasons in professional baseball for this. Lou will be first. A line drive over short. It falls softly in there for a leadoff hit. Lou just poked it, but it got the job done.
Well,
struck him out. Charles Johnson 0 for 3. A line drive to right that drops for a hit. Lou is on his way to third. Ramirez has no play. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Bob, we've seen Jarrett Wright come of age tonight. We've also seen Charles Johnson in this series. Here's another young player with no fear. 2 out. 2 strikes in the 9th, I should say. And he singles to right field. So Moises Alou knows he has to get to third base. He doesn't hesitate at all. Ramirez should have thrown the ball to second base. He throws toward third, but Alou is safely in at third, and now they need a fly ball.
And if you told Craig Counsell, the rookie out of Notre Dame, that his season would come down to this, he would have had to have believed you were joking. A deep drive to right. Ramirez on the run. Makes the catch. Tagging is Alou. Game 7 of the World Series is tied. To the bottom of the 11th, and Bobby Doe hit hard through the middle for a leadoff hit.
Nagy just does not match up well against Bonilla. Bonilla will always hit him well.
Now Zahn bats for the first time tonight. Squares to bunt. Up along the first base line, they let it roll foul.
Bonilla doesn't run that well right now.
He bunts it foul, and now he's behind 0-2.
Well, and he's got to stay with it. Greg Zahn normally is a guy who gets the ball down.
He's going to try to bunt again. He lines it back to the mound. Nagy's got it. Fernandez sneaks in behind.
But a bad bunt by Greg Zahn. Here it is. This pitch, a good ball to bunt. He just bunted that ball in the air.
Counsell. And Counsell punches it to the right side. Fernandez has it go through him. Bonilla will try for third. Ramirez up with it, but there's no play on him. Bonilla dives in.
Well, Bobby Bonilla tried to shield Tony Fernandez from this ball. Let's see if he does a good job. See, he waits right there, and then he lets it go past him. I'm not so sure if that caused Fernandez to miss it, but that's what Bobby Bonilla was trying to do. And then he hustles on around to third base. And he is the winning run at third. So now the only choice you have is to load the bases so that you have a force out at the plate.
It'll be up to Devon White on the first pitch to Fernandez. He's got to come home, and it is in time to Alomar. Well, he got another chance right away. And that's what it means to be a professional ball player. So now it's Counsell who carries the run that could win the World Series as he leads away from third. A liner off Nagy's glove into center field. The
he has driven in the winning run in this type of situation.
And it seems to be true of every great and memorable game. There's always some misplay or quirk or adversity mixed in with the brilliance.
What a celebration here, and what a game.
1-0 St. Louis. The Cardinals 3 outs away from giving Whitey Herzog a second World Championship in 4 seasons. Little squibber to the right side. Worrell races over to cover. The throw doesn't get him. Worrell got to the bag in an argument here, and here comes Herzog amongst the other quartet. First base umpire is Denkinger, American League.
Any ball to the right side, you get there as quick as you can. I think he tries to go for the ball. His argument is he gets the side of the bag, right on top of the bag.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Only in one person's mind.
So Orta gets on, and Balboni is at the plate. He pops it up in foul ground, and Clark comes over to the dugout with Porter, and Clark doesn't know where he is and can't make the play. And what's happening in the 9th inning, and you can see the shoulder hunch, Clark has spent his whole career in right field. He's been involved now in the first 2 plays of the 9th inning. Base hit into left field. Orta stops at second. He's going to leave him in as they discuss situation here, and McRae had come out on deck to bat for Sundberg, but in this situation, what Hauser is telling you is that Sundberg's a good bunter, and he's going to try to get him along. But he's going to bunt with 2 strikes. Lays it down. Worrell looks at third, throws, and gets him on a close play at third.
Once again, not by much, but he was out.
All right, now McRae. The designated hitter pinch hits for Biancalana. That gets away from Porter, and the runners move up. It also takes the bat out of McRae's hands with second and third.
Certainly does. It almost looked like he crossed up Porter. First slider he's thrown tonight.
And you can see the 4 fingers held up by Hal Lanier. So they'll walk McRae, and Dean Orge is out on deck to pinch hit.